All right, we're about ready to get started. If everybody can come grab their seats, that'd be great. That's quick. We don't usually get cops quiet that quick. Good job. Appreciate that. Just as a heads up, welcome to everybody. Just as a heads up, we are live streaming this event tonight, or this evening, this afternoon, whatever you want to call it. It all runs together. So if you have people at home that wanted to see this, we do still have a link to it. We'll save it. We can send it to them if you want to see it later, so that would be great. But when we have people come up and give their little speeches, our new sergeants here, all of that will be recorded because it'll be a blur right now, I'm sure, but it's all good. We'll preserve it for later. I just want to welcome everybody to our quarterly swearing-in ceremony. This is the second one we've done this year. Today we have 7 officers, new officers, who have already been sworn in at least once. When they come in the door, it's kind of like a tornado. We get them in, we process paperwork, we get them in their uniforms, get them into training as quick as possible. But because we're always hiring, we like to do these ceremonies separately, at least quarterly, so that we have the opportunity to invite family and friends in to celebrate them joining our team here at Palm Beach County School District. We're very happy to have them. And then in addition to that, we have 2 sergeants that are getting promoted today. This is after a round of tests that they took about 1.5 years ago. They've been sitting waiting on the list, looking at me like, Chief, when are you going to make those next 2 promotions? The day is today. Congratulations to our 2 newly promoted sergeants also. As we start, first thing I'd like to do is have everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. As we start, I would like to acknowledge a couple guests that we have. This is great because the ceremony seems to keep getting a little bit bigger each time. It's probably because of the entertaining MC that's up here. If not, don't tell me, you'll hurt my feelings. But I'd like to welcome a couple of our board members, Miss Gloria Branch, Mr. Matthew Lane, and our chair, Karen Brill. If you all would like to stand up and say hello. In addition to that, Mr. Sean Cooley, Tim Kubrick, and Keith Oswald are all here from the administrative staff. Thank you to you guys for coming too. Appreciate you. And of course, our fearless leader, Mr. Burke, is here today too. So we say hello to him. Over on this side, in the fancy long sleeves over here, is my command staff. I point them all out, but I'm gonna give them a group acknowledgement and say thank you for being here. This is kind of the heart and soul of our team. They run everything out on the road. They take care of the business. When somebody gives me marching orders, I kind of push it down. They take it, they run with it, and they keep us rolling. They're all well-seasoned veterans of the department, in addition to having a lot of experience before coming in the door here. So I'm very fortunate to have all of them on my team too. So welcome to the command staff. And then finally, my last recognition is I would like to just take a second to recognize that this is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. So I'd like to give a shout out to our dispatch operators who are probably watching online as opposed to being here because they're busy in our dispatch center taking calls and making sure that the officers that aren't in this room are where they need to be. So just a moment for that. If you get an opportunity to even stop by, our dispatch operations is kind of off campus there over by where the clinic is, but they're kind of our unsung heroes behind the scenes for us, so I wanted to just take a minute to acknowledge them and make sure that we have a great week for them also. With that being said, we always like to have Mr. Burke come up and give us a nice pep talk before we get going, and then I'm going to also ask Chairwoman Mrs. Brill to come up and give us a few words before we get started.
Thanks, Chief. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to tell you that we are extremely proud of our school police department. It's been around for over 50 years, believe it or not. We are one of the largest law enforcement agencies in Palm Beach County with roughly 265 sworn officers, and we're growing a little bit here today. And I really want to thank our school board for making it such a priority. School safety and student safety is now our paramount mission. It's more important than academic achievement. And nothing happens if people do not feel safe. And our school board has been great about getting us the resources that we need, even if that means going to the voters and asking them to tax themselves so that we can have everything we need. and it has paid off. It's allowed us to build this department, to purchase the vehicles that are needed, the equipment, the radios. I think we have the best chief of police in all of law enforcement right here in Chief Mooney. I had the good fortune to be able to hire Chief Mooney early on as superintendent, and I've really seen her have a tremendous positive impact on this department and just build the sense of pride and the morale, and just her leadership has been invaluable as we've had to navigate whatever emergencies, come up on a daily basis. And again, I just want to thank all of you, the leadership, the officers, everyone as part of that team. You're doing an awesome job. And if there's any question about that, law enforcement agencies they go through an accreditation periodically. And last spring, the school district of Palm Beach County went through that reaccreditation process and achieved the highest rating given of Excelsior. So that's pretty good, pretty great, right? I also recognize Mr. Joe Sanchez joined us. He's our Chief Operating Officer. And you can see the support you have for this department. Mr. Sanchez's team works really closely with school police on the alarms and the cameras and all that good stuff. And all of our departments are here. We've made it clear to this entire organization that we have to support our police officers because you are what keeps our students safe. And beyond that, you also develop great relationships with our students and serve as a positive role model. So as superintendent, on behalf of me and the entire school district and the school board, thank you for being here. Thank you to the families that are supporting either your people that are about to get promoted or the people that are just about to join our agency. I think you've made a wise choice, new recruits, and some of you probably are already on the job, right? There's a quick swearing in they get in chief's office, and then they go right to work, and then periodically we get this chance to come together and do a nice formal setting. But again, thanks for being here, and Chief, thanks for the opportunity to say a few words.
I'd also like to invite up Mrs. Karen Brill, who is our chair of the school board. Come on up.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Mr. Burke, for not calling us Team Palm Beach, because I always like to say that when I'm up here. So I have to tell you, I love this event, and it is getting bigger, and I have to give out a special thanks to Ms. Branch, because I never miss this, and she asked me this morning, are you going to be up there? And I was like, what, when, where? I didn't realize it, for somehow I missed it on my calendar, so I thank you very much. It must have been Passover and Easter coming up and all of the festivities. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. As a former mom of students in the school district, I say it each time I'm here. The officers serve as mentors to our children. As Mr. Burke said, this is not the world that we grew up in, right? This world, it's gotten crazy with the violence, with the mental health issues. And you, our school police, provide a strong backbone of support. Our students know they can come to you. You model future careers for our students. And I know that having now a son that works in the district, he feels much safer with the school police that are in his school. So I cannot thank you enough. We are Team Palm Beach. We do have a wonderful accredited school police department. I have to thank Chief Mooney because the whole culture, the morale, has been lifted, and so we just want to say on behalf of the entire school board, I do also want to recognize Mr. Lane. This is the first time since I've been here, in all the years I've been on the school board, that we have 3 school board members here. So that tells you how much this school board cares about you and wants to be a part of this wonderful celebration. So thank you on behalf of the school board. Happy Passover, happy Easter, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. As you all can see, we have a lot of support from above. I can't do my job without the support of the people that are sitting in this front row here, so make sure you get a chance to say thank you to them also. This has been one of the best parts of my career. I've been in law enforcement now for 30 years, the last 3 here at the district, and it's just such a wonderful atmosphere, and it's so different from when you just kind of get thrown to the wolves in a municipality or a sheriff's office where you just are out and you're running and you're gunning and you're going so fast with everything that you're doing that you don't get the opportunity always to see what kind of impact that you're having on people. One of the things that's really nice about this agency is the amount of experience that we have. As I read some bios today, our new hires, between them, they have close to 60 years' experience that they're bringing to the table. That's one of the most important things, and it's one of the things that we talk to the officers about as they're coming in the door is, why do you want to come over to the school district? Well, some of them are on a second career. Some of them have kind of worked their way through a couple years at a different agency and realize that not only a good schedule here, but the benefits are great thanks to the support that we have of our administrative staff and our school board and our community for that matter. The support has been unbelievable. But the main thing that I like to hear the officers say is, I want to be a mentor. I want to make a bigger impact. I like the idea of being able to meet with these kids and help mold the future. That's what this is all about. The running and gunning is fine to a certain degree, but those of you who are here now that are on your second career are all here because you kind of want to get back to the basics as to why you got into law enforcement in the first place. And I can tell you that I've sat on a number of panels where you're interviewing people to become police officers, and every single one, not 90% of the time, not 99.9, 100% of the time, the person on the other end of the question is, why do you want to be a police officer? It's because they want to help people. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. And we do it as a team. We do it with the support of the whole community. We do it with the support of the schools, and we're there to support the schools in doing what they do best with the instruction within the classrooms and just trying to keep things safe as we do it. As I read out the biographies today, you're gonna hear the variety in their backgrounds, not only on our people that are getting promoted, but our officers that are new to the district. We have military veterans. We have Palm Beach County School District alumni. We have people that are brand new to the job. We have people that have done 2, 3, 4 different agencies that they worked at or different types of jobs in their adult career. We're looking for the variety. That's what makes us best. Everybody kind of comes to the table and makes our team stronger. So super happy to have you all here. I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to the family and the friends that are here to support these people. Anybody in law enforcement needs the support at home. We like to stay grounded. Sometimes we forget how to do that. That's your job. Please help us to continue to do that. But your support of your family members and your loved ones is very important to make sure that they have the resources and the tools to decompress when they need to, but to be able to come to work and do what they need to do to make sure that we're keeping our schools safe. So thank you to all of you. This ceremony is really for you so that you can share in this experience with your loved ones. With that being said, we're going to do this a little different than you might have seen some of these officers that have been sworn in at other locations or other places. We do 2 oaths. What I like to do is a group swearing in on everybody, and I also ask all of our current officers, they're going to stand and participate too, because it's important to renew your vows, so to speak. So you remember what you got into this for and why you're here and what your responsibilities are. So with that being said, we're going to go through the oath, and then we're going to go one by one so that I can introduce you to each of our new team members in addition to our 2 officers who are getting promoted to sergeant today. So anybody that's in uniform, current law enforcement, I will ask you to stand up and raise your right hand as we do our first of 2 oaths. The first one is the oath of office. If you repeat after me, I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and the state of Florida, that I will enforce the laws of the United States and the state of Florida without personal bias, and that I will well and truly perform the duties of a police officer for the school district of Palm Beach County, Florida, on which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations, you all have your oath renewed. Now, our vow to our profession is on my honor code, so please repeat after me again. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or my public trust. I will always have the courage to uphold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency that I serve. Thank you very much. You all may be seated. Now, this is the fun part because we get to see who's really good at doing the badge pinning. We like to invite the family members up. Each of the officers has designated a person that's going to come up and pin the badge on officially for them. My lovely Assistant Chief Mike Waits will be handling the paperwork and the pins in the background. First up is going to be Officer Matthew Barbara. His wife, Anna, is going to come up and pin him. So, Officer Barbara, come on up while I do your bio real quick. You can stand right here. Officer Matthew Barbara grew up in Rye, New York with his parents. Is it Lisa or did they say Lise? Lise and Steve Barbara, as well as his younger brother Andrew. While living in Rye, Matthew attended Rye High School, and during his senior year, he participated in an internship with his local police department. After graduating from high school, Officer Barber went on to attend college at SUNY Oswego. During the summers in between his academic years, Officer Barbara began his career in law enforcement working as a park ranger for the Westchester County Police Department. Officer Barbara graduated from SUNY Oswego this past December with a bachelor's in business administration. In January of 2019, Officer Barbara took the next step in his law enforcement career by joining the NYPD, where he was assigned to the 42nd Precinct located in the South Bronx. After working a couple years for NYPD, Officer Barbara transferred to the Mount Vernon Police Department to continue his law enforcement career. In March 2024, Officer Barbara made the decision with his wife Anna to move to Florida and begin the next chapter of their lives. I'd like to invite up Anna to come do the pinning and introduce you to Officer Matthew Barbara. Next up is Officer Victor Corona. Come on up, Victor. Officer Victor Corona was born in the Dominican Republic and was raised in the Bronx, New York. He graduated from college with an associate's degree in accounting and decided to pursue a law enforcement career. He was first hired in 2018 by the New York Corrections Department. However, he declined the offer and moved to Florida to pursue his career. He started as a code enforcement officer for the town of Lake Park before moving on to the city of Margate, which opened up the opportunity for him to become a police officer. Officer Corona has been a police officer for over 3 years, to include some time with the Jupiter PD. After recently joining the Palm Beach County School District, he's looking forward to excelling here and ultimately retiring from this agency. I'd like to invite his wife, Nairobi, to come up to do the pinning and introduce you to Officer Corona. Officer Kenny Rivera, come on up. Right up front, you get to stand just like this. Good to Officer Kenny Rivera recently made Florida his home after dedicating 20 years of service to NYPD. Throughout his career, he served in the 75th and the 69th Precincts, the Strategic Response Group, and the Firearms and Tactics Section, ultimately concluding his career and retiring from Housing Police Service Area 5. Law enforcement runs in Officer Rivera's family. He's a second-generation officer following in the footsteps of his father, who served as a Manhattan North homicide detective for 27 years. In addition to his service in law enforcement, Officer Rivera is a proud U.S. Army veteran, having served in Iraq and Afghanistan as a member of the military police. Since settling into his new life in Florida, Officer Rivera enjoys exploring the state with his 2 huskies without the worry of winter approaching and 12 inches of snow on the horizon. He's looking forward to serving with the school district police in a different capacity than his traditional police agency. Welcome to Officer Kenny Rivera, and I'd like to invite up his girlfriend, Carissa, to come pin him. That was one of the quickest pinnings in recent history. However, I have to throw this disclaimer out there, Carissa. You have to close the badge all the way through and snap it. The world record is 12 seconds by Matt and Aaron Miller. Still stands today. We'll give you another shot at it later if you want. I didn't give you the rules on it. Next up, sworn in on March 3rd. This is our second group from this year. The other ones were sworn in the first week of January, so this second group was March 3rd. Officer Derek Mazer, come on up. Stay right there. Derek Mazer is a Palm Beach County native. He attended Calusa Elementary, Omni Middle School, and Spanish River High School. He worked for the City of Boca Raton Police Department for 16 years, retiring at the rank of sergeant. Some of his experience includes working on their tactical team, Special Investigations Unit, and he was a K-9 handler. Officer Mazer was a founding member of the South Florida Regional Task Force. He is married to the love of his life, Laura, and they have 2 boys, Declan and Dawson. Officer Mazer is very excited to start his new chapter at the School District of Palm Beach County's Police Department, where he gets to mentor youth and our community. Congratulations, Officer Mazer, and I'd like to invite up Laura, Declan, and Dawson. If you notice, we've already pinned Declan and Dawson. They've got their badges on. They're ready to go. Okay, Officer Cesar Silva is next. Come on up. Cesar Silva Jr. is from Belle Glade, Florida. He proudly served in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years. Oh, of course. Thank you, Captain Rogerson. I lost my place. Okay. Served in I'm not going to say it again, for 4 years as a motor transport operator before earning an honorable discharge. After the Marine Corps, Officer Silva worked as a security officer for 2 years and later went to school to receive a certificate in welding technology. He worked as a welder/mechanic for the sugar mill in Belle Glade before joining the school district police department. He's grateful for the many benefits offered by the school district, with one of the most important ones being a great work-life balance. He's excited to develop both personally and professionally as a member of the school police. Officer Silva has been married for 6 years to his lovely wife, Jennifer, and they have 2 beautiful daughters, Lily and Melody. Officer Silva aspires to be a great officer, mentor, and role model for kids all around. He hopes to help improve relations between officers and the youth, all while maintaining a safe learning and working environment for our students and staff. Welcome, Officer Silva. His wife Jennifer and their kids Lily and Melody are going to do the pinning, so come on up. They too got their badges already, so they're good. Officer Pamela Soto is next up. Officer Pamela Soto holds a bachelor's degree in human services and counseling from Lindsey Wilson College. After college, she worked serving individuals who suffer from severe and persistent mental health conditions. For over 10 years, she provided mental health support to some of our county's most vulnerable populations. Although her work was very gratifying, she decided to take the opportunity to join the Palm Beach County School District Police Department. I just missed one. Hold on. Sorry. She did too, yeah. She took the opportunity to join the Palm Beach County School District Police Department. Sorry about that. While employed with the School District Police Department, this was prior, so this has been a little while. Officer Soto is actually back to us, so let me explain. While she was employed with the School District Police Department, she served in the civilian capacity as a youth court case manager. While holding this role, she realized law enforcement was her calling, and although she didn't want to leave the youth court position, she knew by becoming a sworn law enforcement officer and gaining patrol experience, she could better serve the youth of Palm Beach County. Pamela seized the opportunity to attend the police academy and serve as a law enforcement officer with the city of West Palm Beach. She is grateful for the knowledge and experience and opportunities she received during her tenure at West Palm PD. While she was employed there, she was a member of their prestigious Honor Guard and Emergency Field Force teams. At times, she served in an undercover capacity targeting public order crimes focused on improving the quality of life in our community. I want to put an aside there. I love that version of how you wrote that in the undercover capacity. Having been at West Palm, the girls there do a tremendous amount of work. We can't tell you about it, but that was a perfect way of describing it, so good job. She has returned to the Palm Beach County School District Police Department and is grateful to bring the knowledge and experience she gained to the agency. Officer Soto is eager to be a part of our mentoring our kids and guiding them to be our next generation of leaders. She looks forward to working with the employees of the Palm Beach County School District. I'd also like to mention that her husband works here also, and he's going to be doing the pinning today, so I'm going to ask Louis Soto, come on up, and her daughter, Jaden, are going to do the pinning. Welcome, officers. Welcome back, Officer Soto. Welcome back. Then we had one more. We had a single flyer on March 31st. So she's only been with us for 2 weeks, but I'd like to introduce you to Officer Lindsay Andrews. There it is. Officer Andrews is our most recent police officer, having just joined 2 weeks ago. Officer Andrews started her career in 2007 with the Boynton Beach Police Department as a 911 dispatcher. So for your prior service, thank you. Happy Telecommunicators Week also. You have no idea how hard that job is. Over 9 years, she gained experience dispatching on the police and fire radio and answering 911 calls. In 2019, the Boynton PD sponsored her through the police academy, and upon graduating the academy in 2019, she worked road patrol for the city of Boynton Beach until joining us. Officer Andrews has one daughter who is 10 years old, and they both love to paint pottery and take their dogs for long walks. And her daughter Ella is going to come up to help pin with her mom, Carol. Welcome to Officer Andrews. All right, one more round of applause for our newest police officers here. Okay, this is the moment you two have been waiting for. We're ready. So we have 2 sergeant promotions today. It's kind of interesting. When I first got here, we had a little bit of an issue with what we called people as far as what their titles were and where they were set up in our chain of command and custody, or however you want to put that. And we worked closely with the union in order to come up with actual parameters that define what our sergeants do, what we expect of them, and make them jump through some hoops to get considered for the position. They're basically our line level supervisors. Probably the most important job in the whole police department. They're the ones that are the go-to kind of, they're the deflectors, they're the troubleshooters, they're the reporters, they're the mentors on the road also to our officers, trying to teach people to make sure that they know how the district way goes in addition to giving advice on certain handlings of calls. I will tell you this was the first time that we had defined process where we actually had a written test and an interview process, plus taking into account years of service for these guys that made it onto the eligibility list. Not everybody did, so it does take a lot of work in order to make sure that you're in a position and you put yourself in a position to be considered for this. It's very important. It's a very, very important job. They take their job very seriously, and they set an example every day. I can tell you one of the main things that we love to do is promote our field training officers. Those are our between the sergeants and our new hires, teaching the district way and how to do things around here. Training is so important. You can't stop learning in this job. Some of us, well, not me, 30 years, but I learn something new every day still. If you ever stop learning in this job, then it's time to retire and get out. So these guys take that very seriously. When you hear their biographies, you'll hear that they not only do it on the road, but they do it outside to help make sure that our agency is better every day. So first off is Officer Bryce Ty being promoted to sergeant. Stand up. I'm so glad that the Ty fan club is here. Thank you. Officer Bryce Ty was born in Broward County to Mrs. Paulette Ford and Mr. Rodney Ty Sr. He moved to the city of Boynton Beach while in 2nd grade and became a proud student in the Palm Beach County school system. He attended Point Siena Elementary, Lake Worth Middle School, and graduated from Park Vista High School in May of 2009. Sergeant Ty went to Palm Beach State College and obtained an EMT certification in 2009 and an AA degree in 2012. He wanted to pursue a career in law enforcement, so he attended the police academy at Palm Beach State, class 166, where he graduated in 2013. In October 2014, Sergeant Ty was hired as a police aide at South Intensive at their old location. And then in February of 2015, he was hired as a school police officer and began his law enforcement career. Sergeant Ty's assignments included Lake Worth Middle School for 3 years and Boynton Beach High School for the past 7 years. He is currently a part of our call-out unit, and he participates in community engagement events and is a member of the Emergency Services Unit. Sergeant Ty serves as a field training officer, is an adjunct instructor for the active shooter response, single and multiple officers within the department. Now, I'll tell you about how important that is. That last piece about being an instructor in our single officer response, a lot of people always say, you're just school police. Let me tell you, I would put any one of these school police officers before anybody else with the training that these guys give and the teamwork that we see day in and day out. They're our first line of defense on our campuses if anything ever happens, and I have no doubt that because of some of the training that they get and their experience that we're in really good hands. So I appreciate your taking up the torch, so to speak, and getting involved in that training. I can tell you just last spring break, we had all of our 250-day officers went through training, and they had the single officer response training. I went through it. Officer Ty, and actually, Sergeant Ty, sorry. Sergeant Ty and Sergeant Fernandez were both adjunct instructors in that. Our emergency services unit has kind of become the resident experts and actually the county experts, and I would duly say probably the state and or national experts on teaching the single officer response. If you have one officer on the campus, they're going to address whatever happens on that campus. They're going in, and these guys are the ones that are training them. So I thank you for your effort there, and I expect you to keep going once you become the big sergeant. So Officer Bryce Ty, you're going to be pinned. Let's see. Chrissy Baker, his girlfriend, and Ariel coming up. The baby. I can't wait. Come on up. Now, the best part about the promotional ceremonies, as opposed to just the swearing in, is we get to have these guys come up and say a few words. So, Sergeant Ty, the mic is yours.
Good evening. I'm not really much of a public speaker, but we're going to get through this. So first off, I would like to thank God. Without God, with God, anything is possible. I'd like to thank my family and friends, mom, dad, stepmom, stepdad. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support that you gave me my whole life. Really appreciate it. I'd like to thank the bros who showed up. I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. And then also I'd like to thank the Chief Mooney. Appreciate you for entrusting me with this position. I really appreciate it, ma'am. And then the rest of the command staff, thank you for all the mentorship and guidance that you guys have given me throughout this career. Major Moore, Major Hargrove, Major McCarthy, Captain Katz, Captain Bergman, Captain Bull, Captain Moore, Major Moore, I'm sorry. I appreciate all the guidance that you guys have gave me. And then the rest of the support that the department, I really got a big family, brothers and sisters in blue. Thank you guys for all the support and the guidance and in every capacity. Once we meet and we talk and you give me guidance and always tell me to keep pushing. So I appreciate you guys. And thank you. Thank you, Chief.
Now, he was all yelling at me and stuff at the training, like loud and proud. Don't get all nervous about your bros being here and cheering in the background. You're afraid they're going to stand up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Next up is going to be Sergeant Steve Fernandez. Steve Fernandez was born and raised in New York City. He's a husband and father of 3. Sergeant Fernandez went straight into the Marine Corps, after high school, where he worked for the Marine One Helicopter Squadron as an aviation logistics specialist during the Clinton administration. After his enlistment, Sergeant Fernandez joined the New York City Police Department, where he worked various shifts in specialized units such as the Street Narcotics Enforcement Unit, School Unit, and Special Operations. After his retirement from NYPD, Sergeant Fernandez moved to Palm Beach County in June of 2016. He worked in the private sector before joining the Palm Beach County School District Police Department in December of 2018. Since joining this agency, he has worked at Atlantic Community High School, Park Vista Community High School, and Dr. Joaquin Garcia High School, where he is currently. He also served as the field training officer. Sergeant Fernandez serves as an FTO and is currently a member of the Emergency Services Unit. Congratulations, Sergeant Fernandez. Unfortunately, and I knew it from the get-go, that Sergeant Fernandez's wife could not make it. She travels with work and was not able to be here. Hopefully she's watching the live stream, and you better give her a shout out. Major McCarthy's going to stand in and do the pinning for him.
Chief Mooney, Mr. Burke, Madam Chair, Mr. Lane, and Ms. Branch, thank you for the opportunity and feel honored and privileged to be here. Also like to thank Captain Katz, my brothers and sisters from the ESU unit. Guys have been sharpening my tools since I've joined the team. Appreciate you guys. Also like to thank, which I think is the best administrative team in the county, guys from Dr. Joaquin Garcia. Thank you guys for being here. All right. And that's it, guys. Thank you.
All right, one more round of applause for everybody that got recognized today. I know you don't want this to last 3 more hours, so I'm going to wrap this up pretty quick. I just want to give one more shout out to our dispatch team for National Telecommunicators Week. I'd like to do a special thanks to Jody Gonzalez and Major Scopolidis. They are the kind of the push behind our hiring team. Mr. Kubrick, thank you for allowing us to have them kind of run with it, because they do a phenomenal job getting people processed and onto the stage here. And then finally, our administrative staff who helped organize today, and they got cookies for the kids, so be ready when we get done. Awilda, Tish, and Ruthie, thank you so much for putting this together with us and making sure that we have a great event. Again, thank you to all our guests that showed up, all the support from the district, and all the families and friends. We're very happy to have your family and your friends here on our team. We hope that they're going to be here for a long time to come, and I know that everybody here is going to have a huge contribution, and you're going to enjoy. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy this as much as I've been enjoying it, and you can kind of set the bar and strive to be sitting in those seats to the left when it comes in a couple years from now. So, congratulations to everybody. Thank you for coming out. Have a great afternoon.